Hey Scorpio, welcome to your general life reading for February 16th through the 28th. I hope that you guys are doing great. Grab your sips and let's get into it. So, as I was meditating on your energy, I heard a couple of messages come through. The first one was the song Notorious Thugs by Biggie and Bone Thugs and Harmony. And the second message that I got for you guys was so much swag. So let's see how those tie into your reading. I started by pulling a couple of oracle cards to get a sense of the overall energy surrounding you all right now. The first one that came out is regeneration. And the second one that came out is inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So let's see how that ties in, and we will get into the tarot. So starting with your current energy, Scorpios. Current energy for Scorpio, we have a couple that came out. We have the Emperor, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. Challenges, obstacles, and what might currently be hidden from you. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. For advice from Spirit, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And for the potential outcome for my Scorpios. Okay. Oh, we have the Six of Cups. So let's grab another tarot deck and see if we can clarify these messages a little bit more, starting with your current energy. We have the Hermit in reverse. For challenges, obstacles, and what might be hidden, we have the Devil. For advice from Spirit, okay, we have the Foolish Man in reverse, and we also have the Two of Wands. And for the potential outcome, okay, we have the Four of Swords. Okay, so let's grab an oracle deck, get some last messages for each of these areas, and then we'll get into the reading. So for your current energy, okay, we have two. We have gratitude and loving all of you. For challenges, obstacles, and what might be hidden, we have daily habits. For advice from Spirit, we have high vibes. And for the potential outcome, okay, we have patterns and future you now. All right, so let's get into this, Scorpio. So I'm feeling that right now, you're really not in a bad place at all. It feels like you are renewing yourself, that you have taken some time to honor you, to take care of you, lots of self-care, lots of self-love. And maybe this was a byproduct of the shenanigans that was 2020, but it feels like you have this renewed vigor. Like you got a little pimp in your step now. You're feeling more optimistic than you have in a while and a lot more focused. So, looking at your current energy, we have the Emperor, we have the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Hermit in reverse, and two oracle cards that came out. The first one is gratitude. Gratuity increases attraction and opportunities. Little things count. Be grateful for all of your life. And we also have loving all of you. Love and accept your inner darkness for greatest self-love. Deeply healing, the world mirrors us. So again, Scorpio, it looks like you are really stepping into taking full control over your life and over your stability, working hard, trying to get to that place of utter and complete abundance and security. Like you're coming out of this sort of quiet mode where maybe you were on autopilot and you sort of took stock of your life and said, you know what? Things aren't that bad. They could be better, and I'm ready. Like let's go gadget get it. We about to do this, and we about to do this big. Looking at challenges, obstacles, and what might be hidden, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. We have the Devil, and we also have daily habits. Self-care, morning, evening successes, routines, make healthy choices, cumulative effects, subliminals. So some of the challenges that that you might be encountering, and not necessarily really bad things, but it might be that sometimes you get caught up in the feeling, and this intense sort of drive that you have, this new burst of energy, that you might lose sight of the practical things. And you might forget to sort of approach things from a very logical and practical and structured manner. It's kind of like go all in or not at all. And that may, while it may feel okay in the moment, it might not lend itself to long term success. What we have for the advice from Spirit, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Foolish Man in reverse. We have the Two of Wands. And we also have high vibes. Surround yourself with positivity. Connect with yourself and source. Solfeggio frequencies and your tribe. So with these cards, Spirit is really saying that be very thoughtful about your actions, right? Make good decisions. Don't leap without looking. Implement those daily habits. Be very intentional about the moves that you make. Like stay in your happy place for sure, because your vibrations are off the charts right now. And that is a really good energy to have. And it's a good energy to hang on to. But don't get so carried away in it that you lose sight of the practical. And so just, look before you leap, I think is all that Spirit is telling you. So what we have for the potential outcome, we have the Six of Cups, we have the Four of Swords, and two Oracle cards. The first one is patterns. Be aware of dating patterns. Stop what doesn't work. Subliminals, change subconscious patterns. And we also have future you now. You're already that person, deserving. You have arrived. Bucket list and achieving your dream. Ultimately, what your outcome is looking like is a good time. You're going to calm down, I think, a little bit. Again, not your vibes, but this sort of taking leaps and not necessarily looking before you do so. I think that that's going to quiet down a little bit. And I think you're going to be a little bit more reflective on what you've done, what you focused on, what's worked in the past, what hasn't necessarily worked in the past. And you'll figure out those patterns that may have led you to the place where you actually needed this regeneration, and you needed to put all of this effort in your self-care and focusing on you. Because I just saw a picture of a pendulum swinging from one extreme to the other. So it seems as though this may have been a situation where at some point you weren't focusing on yourself at all, Maybe you were giving too much to other people and it wore you down. And you started doing the work, you started focusing on you started living in a place of gratitude and getting to that point where you were more stable. And the pendulum swung in the complete opposite direction, which sort of led to this frantic energy. I think you'll find your middle once you identify sort of the patterns and how you operate and figuring out that happy medium. And you will start seeing that future self, that sort of extreme that you were looking at in terms of who you are, what you do, what you have. You'll still achieve that, but it'll be in a much more balanced and calm and pleasant way, where you don't have to feel so compelled to keep up this sort of hyper energy that's around you. So let's grab one last oracle card and see if Spirit has any final messages for you. Any final messages for Scorpio? Okay. We have a few that came out. So let's see. All right. So the first one that came out is raise your vibration. I don't know that you necessarily need to raise it, but Spirit is telling you to keep your high vibes going, right? Address your addictions. So we see here with the devil, that's, an obstacle. Think about those things that you may have in your life that you're very reluctant to leave behind, that may no longer serve you, but it comes from a place of being comfortable and familiar. Think about letting those go so you can stay in this good place, but create these good, positive daily habits without the restrictions and stress of things that might bog you down a little bit. Next card out, begin to explore. So again, think about those patterns. Explore where they came from. Explore what worked, what didn't work, what serves you, what doesn't serve you. This isn't just about, casting your net and figuring out what's next on your journey. Exploration can be internal as well. And I think that that's a part of your regeneration process. And lastly, express your joy. You're already in that place, right? Where you have gratitude and you're loving all of you. You've been working on yourself. That's something to be proud of. And when you get the opportunity to express how happy you are that you are you, you should absolutely take it. So I'll leave it there. I hope that this resonated with you somehow, and I hope that this was helpful. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.